Howdy y'all, welcome to Longhorn News. I'm Dakota Russell.
And I'm Seth Manor. Let's jump right into today's headlines.
The talent show will be November 18th. Tryout dates are the 9th and 10th. Make sure you have your act ready when the time comes.
Basketball t-shirts are now being sold. Pick up the forms in the front office. And now, to report on the parking lot. Hey, I'm Seth Manor, reporting on the parking lot. And if you take a look with me, TJ Helling is supposed to be painting new parking lines pretty soon. But if you'll just look at this monstrosity of a truck over the line, you can't even see the lines. I mean, he's maybe a foot over the lines, and he's got 100 feet over here of space, and he just can't park. And if you look here, another one. I don't even know what to say about this.
That's Ace King.
I have nothing to say about this. This is just awful. You can barely see the lines. You don't know where to park it. If you'll follow me over here, I have a victim who has recently been hit. Luckily, he wasn't in a vehicle, but this Trevor Groffin, if we take a look, my parents are going to be
More than that. I mean, this is just awful.
I mean,
Had a kid back into me. He turned it too sharp. Just smoked my truck. I mean, if they would get these lines, I'm not saying it'd fix everything, but I do think that it might help a little bit. We might be able to limit some parking lot wrecks, and just it'd save a lot of people a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety. I think if we would just paint these lines, get people where they'd start backing up a little better, and that's about all I got. But
couldn't say better myself. This is Seth Manor reporting on the parking lot.
Thank you, Seth. Be on the lookout for new parking lines.
Now to Chloe and Taylor with our extracurricular activities.
Hi, I'm Taylor.
And I'm Chloe.
And here's the news on our school's extracurriculars from October 24th to November 4th.
First off, my fellow reporter Leslie and I went to the elementary to watch our STEM class launch their catapults to the elementary kids, and here's a quick video over it.
Congratulations to our band and color guard who recently competed in an OSSA competition and placed second.
Our Inola FFA chapter is having a chicken show November 12th in the Ag Barn. They recently had a silent chili goat extravaganza, and Jolita Ingersoll won spicy and alternative in the chili cook-off.
They also hosted the Old White Waltz Haunted Hayride at Jolita's, and if you didn't make it this year, make sure to come out next year.
Our esports team is 31st in the regionals, and here is a quick video over it.
I'm here with Siler Yang from esports. He's the Valorant team captain. So, I have questions for you, Siler. Basketball, football, and baseball, they all have something where they practice for upcoming events. They could condition their body, they strength train, and they run drills. How does esports do that?
Well, people from different subjects have different days, which Tuesday is for Rocket League people and Wednesdays are for Valorant people. So it goes on and on, etc. like that. And
what are our rankings right now?
so our rankings are, we're winning from 3 to 2, and we're playing in central regions, which have 120 different high schools, which we're 31st.
The high school academic team competed against Porter in the RSU I Want Answers tournament and came out with a huge win, 390 versus 160. Up next for the academic team will be Benita.
And now we will pass it on to Maddie with the Teacher Spotlight.
I'm going to try and sneak an interview with our Teacher Spotlight this month, Jerry Jones. Wow, look at him hard at being a workout coach so much.
I get to work out with the kids. Thank you, Maddie, for the great report. So glad to see Coach Jones with Longhorn Grit.
Now, to the Student Spotlight brought to you by Brooke Walker.
I'm here with our Student of the Month, also our Student Spotlight this month, Abigail Betts. All right, what is something nobody would know about you, or like a fun fact about yourself?
That I ride horses.
What do you enjoy most about being at school every day?
That I get to see my friends City Bix.
What advice would you give to another high school student?
To stay on top of your schoolwork.
Back to you at the studio.
Hi, I'm Connor Pratt.
And I'm Grayson Griffin.
And here we're talking about sports. Thank you guys. My fellow classmates Peyton Jones and Blake Shelton went and interviewed senior cheerleader Macy Hutchinson about their game day routine. She said, "I think that if we can go out there and be sharp with tons of excitement, we will win. Be sure to come out and watch Saturday the 5th at Crossing Christian, 11:30. Be there. In another interview with head football coach Tommy Rogers, Peyton Jones and Blake Shelton asked him what one thing he could change about this year's football season. He said one big part was injuries. There was a lot of injuries, and some of them were the seniors. But one thing on the bright side is that one of his highlights were that he started a lot of young kids and has a very bright future.
With basketball season right around the corner, both coaches are really excited about this upcoming season. We talked to Coach Wheeler of the girls team, and he said that this team has a very high ceiling and really wants to see the girls play fast and get to their spot quicker. He's very excited for the season and is ready to see what all the players can do. We also talked to Coach Barkley. He said this team is very young and experienced, and he said that this team is one of the tallest and quickest teams he's ever had. They have some big shoes to fill though, with losing Tucker Ford and Chris Jones, but he really thinks that the offense is going to be really good with all the sharpshooters they have on the team. You can come see the girls and boys play on December 2nd at Claremore Sequoia.
Madison Hawkins and myself went and talked to assistant wrestling coach Montana Carson about this upcoming season, and this is what he had to say. He thinks they will have some fairly competitive matchups and a really tough schedule. They will have one returning state qualifier, Grant Floyd. He really expects him to be on the podium this year. There's some other talent around him, known as senior Hunter Taylor, Bradley Keener, Joseph Burton, and Jacob Dyken. He said there will also be some young talent below these seniors. Now, come out and watch the first wrestling duel, December 1st versus Ullville.
Here's my partner, Connor Pratt, talking to JC Adkins about her cross-country season.
How was your experience your third time at state?
I got to ride out there with Camilla Andrews and Coach Daly all by myself, and we went and ate breakfast, and it was so fun.
Hi, I'm Peyton Jones. I'm in the boat with CJ Lawrence and Fisher Long. So I hear you guys are tied for first in the state.
Yep, first in the state for the last two tournaments. We got two more to go.
How does that feel?
Feels pretty good. Got a long, hard road ahead of us, so
Yeah.
next few tournaments to keep it up. But
Yeah. Well, what's your guys' biggest fish you've caught this year?
about 4.5 pounds, about 4.5 or 4.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's boat talk.
Game has been moved to Thursday night due to incoming strong severe weather Friday night.
Thanks for tuning in to our first ever Longhorn News.
Make sure you tune in next time. I'm Seth Maynard.
And I'm Dakota Russell. Longhorn Nation.
Let's ride.